Okay, this is pre-advising week. So your starfish calendar is connected to your advisor's starfish. Has anybody got me as an advisor? Okay. If you go into your starfish and go to appointments, you should be able to see your advisor's open areas for appointments. And you just click on one of them and sign up for them. Okay. Mine is 1 through 4 p.m. Monday through Friday, except for a couple of days I got meetings. And my students, I've already had like 7 or 8 students already signed up. All right, so that's how you, if you go to Starfish and you can't find your advisor's area, slots, then you need to email your advisor. If you don't know your advisor, I think you can go to DegreeWorks, which is on this, hold on.
Your advisor pops up on your starfish when you pull it up.
Okay, good. Thank you. Where is it? Tell them where it pops up.
Go to Learn and then to Blackboard and then to Starfish.
Thank you. Learn, Blackboard, and Starfish.
That's the easiest way to do it because it pulls up like their calendar too, so you can see like when they're booked.
Yes. Okay, thank you. So with that being said, is that what you said? Go to Learn, Blackboard, and Starfish?
Yes.
Okay, and look for the calendar. And does it also tell you your advisor's name?
Yes, like you can just make an appointment straight through Starfish.
That's the way it's supposed to be done. And
that way you don't even have to email them.
Good. Yeah, that's right. Because when you make an appointment, Starfish will email the instructor and the instructor will either decline it. And if they decline it, it's because they've got a meeting or a class or something they forgot about. If they decline it, they have a meeting. And I will tell you that this is a rigid calendar. So if you've got a meeting, it's hard to finagle around that meeting because it's rigid. It's like Monday through Friday, 1 to 4. And if you got a meeting at 3 o'clock, you can't go in there and take it out. So if a teacher declines you, it's usually because they have a meeting or a class and it overlaps with that. So what you do, if you get a decline email back from your advisor, you just pick another time. Okay? And that's why they would decline it. Most of the time, they're going to accept it. Right now, I've got two meetings. One today, which I've declined all my meetings for today, and I've got one. I think Wednesday. Let's see, what's today? I think I've got one Thursday. Next Thursday. So I've emailed my advisees and told them not to pick the 15th because the 15th I have a meeting at 2 o'clock and it won't schedule. So if they decline, it's not because they hate you. It's because they have a meeting that they couldn't schedule around. And okay, then they send you, okay, now, as far as math goes, if you are a business/ag major, your math is 109, 130, and 230. Once you finish 230, you are done with your math as far as your academic career, excluding a master's or a doctorate. Okay, this is Business Calc 1. This is Business Calc 2. Any other major, they will, if you have an arts major, if you're an arts person, then you'll just take like 120 and 103, and then you're done with your math. And then if you've got an all other coverall, which is usually engineering and science, you do the traditional route. This is traditional of math 110 in /109, math 111, which is trig, math 140, math 141, and depending on your major, like with my major, I would do math 240, 241, advanced calc 1, advanced calc 2, and so on. Most people cut off at either these two. Like a computer science major, they only need 140. Biology, they only need 141. For math, physics, and engineerings, they have to have all the way up to DiffEq, which is, let me fix this. I hope this is helping some of y'all, because that's why I'm doing it.
I've got a quick question. So, in regards to like people that are bridging, okay, what math do I need to take that'll transfer? Like, would it make more sense for me to, like, if I want to transfer into like a math at Clemson?
All of these, let me stop you right there. Let me get a green highlighter. All of these are your transferable maths. Now, they will transfer to Clemson as a math, okay? These will transfer to Clemson as a elective or a science, okay? If you are a business ag major, your first class is 130 that they are looking for. If you're an arts major, then they want probably these two classes. If you're a engineering major, or if you want to cover all, meaning you don't have any idea where you're going to end up, then you want to do the 140, which you would have to take 111 next semester. Okay. I always tell students, if there's any doubt whatsoever in your major, any doubt, then you might want to go with this route. Because there isn't a college in the United States that won't take math 140 for their first math. You'd walk into any college in the United States with math 140 under your belt, they'll say, okay, you've had enough math. You need to take this, or you're through with math, or whatever. They can't do that with these two unless you go into a business field or an arts major. Does that make sense?
So if I do, so if I take BC1, you know, like I'll be like ahead as far as business calc. But if I take Mat 140, like am I just as ahead? Like, am I still gonna have to go back and take like a business calc if I do?
No. This covers all. This is the grandfather. This covers all. If you take math 140, it will suffice for this. It will suffice for this. But it don't go the other way around. Okay.
So like, just to assume, I guess like Mat 140 must be harder, or just
it
more.
Is.
Right.
Because it's got the math 111 included with the algebra. So let me just put it to you this way. If you are 180% sure that you're going to be a business major and your grandfather started the accounting business in your home and you're going to be running it for the next 50 years, then you go with the 130, 230. If you are not sure, if there's any doubt what your major is going to be in the future, then I would suggest taking the 111 next semester and take my 140 in the summer, because I teach it every summer. Okay? So, and if you decide you want to quit and go to the art side, then you take these two classes and you'll be done with math. Okay, Miss Abrams, did you have a question?
Would management go under business?
Yes.
Okay.
You stay with the business. Anything having to do with that field. Okay, business management, marketing, accounting, ag. Okay, there's a couple of other ones that take the 130 and 230. That's why you need to pull up your college handbook, Clemson. You can go to Google, and I tell this to all my advisees. Let's say business, I can't spell business, SS, Clemson, I'm sorry, Clemson University. And look for undergraduate. And you can go under here and go somewhere under here, and I usually can find it. Or I might go under pre-business. I'm looking for, let me pre-business. Let me go back. This is just how you find stuff. You need to find your sheet. Pre-business, I'm gonna put PDF. Maybe it'll narrow it down a little bit. There it is. So your business management, there it is. And there it is right there. Business Calc 1, Business Calc 2. And down here it says you can take Math 140, somewhere down here. There's 140, Clemson calls it 106 or 108. Tri-County is 140, 141. So what you need to do before you see your advisor is you need to look up at Clemson. I'm assuming most of y'all, since where we are at Tri-County, most people either transfer to Anderson, SWU, or Clemson. You need to pull that sheet up of your major that you want to go into, and you need to look at the calculus and get a spring built up before you see your advisor. Does that help, Ms. Abrams?
Yes, it does.
Anybody else got an advising question? Come on, don't be shy. Okay, well, if you don't have any other advising questions, Mr. Abdallah, does that help you with 130/140?
Yeah, yes, sir, it does.
Let me ask you, just out of curiosity, is there a doubt as far as your major, or are you 200% sure of your major?
Well, until you said that there's no going back, and so it's just it's such a risky move, regardless if I'm sure, it's that's so risky.
Yeah, I would, just to make sure, I would put a green arrow here and here, but then I would put a red arrow, meaning you can't do this. You can't go from 230 to 141. Now, it's a good prep. If you have, a Pell Grant or scholarship and you want to get ready for that Math 140, then 130 would be a good prereq, but you still have to take the 111 before you take that Math 140, because this is calculus without trig.
But Math 111 is calculus with trig, or it's got trig in it? Okay.
This is algebra. This is trig. And 130 and 230 is calculus without trig, where your engineering calculus is with trig.
Okay, so, but if I wanted to have like Math 140 or Math 141, what kind of major would I would need to be like an engineering major? Like, I know I'm not going to be an
science, biology, computer science, computer engineering, biological sciences, physics, chemistry, mechanical engineer, civil engineer, architecture, all those fields that have science or building or construction in them.
See, that just doesn't sound like me at all.
Okay, well then you probably want to stick with this.
That's probably what I want to do.
Hubert, I feel like I'm getting my money's worth today.
All right, you got a question?
No, I'm good. I'm just saying you're giving everybody much needed information.
Well, that's what your advisor's supposed to be doing.
I have one
But-
more question, Hubert.
Yes.
What math is prob and stats?
Prob and stat is basically probability and statistics.
I know, but like what math numbers I'm saying.
120.
Okay, so that it does.
And some of you business majors need that. If you look back here,
I took that over the summer before I changed my major to business, and my advisor said that it doesn't transfer to Clemson.
no, it doesn't, but I'm going to show you something. Down here, you see that? You see that right there? You see where my arrow's pointing?
Yeah.
What does that say? Introduction to Business Statistics. Now, the 120 may not count for that 309, but it will get you ready for it. So you can use that 120 as an elective at Clemson.
Okay.
You can use it as an elective. It will transfer. Everything on your record goes to Clemson. But if they use it, they'll use the 120 as an elective.
Okay. I just
And you'll be getting ready for this 309, which is called Introduction to Business Statistics. So if I was anybody in the business or marketing, business, accounting, and I was transferring to Clemson, I would take the Math 120 before I signed up for this 309. So if I was transferring to Clemson and I'm going to take that 309 in the fall, I would try to take this Math 120, take it in the summer, so you'll be fresh going into that 309 or whatever, because the terminology in this 120, you're going to see it in that 309. So think of 120 as a prereq for this 309. Okay, I think Miss Ridings, did you have a question?
that was my question. That's what I asked.
And the 103, see a lot of you nursing majors take these two courses. They also take 110 and 110 right here. A lot of the nursing programs will take two of these three courses. I know radiologists take this course. Radiology, they use that course. So that's your histories, your psychologies. If you're going to major in an artsy field, then you're going to take the 120 and the 103. The 103 has 2 units of 120, probability and stats. Then it has a business section, business math, and then it has a logic unit. That's for your arts majors. If you're going to be a writer, if you're going to be a graphic artist or an artist, or teach art, teach history, teach psychology, teach English, then you're going to have to get one of the 2 of these maths right here and a science, and then you're done. Anybody else? Okay, we better start doing something because somebody's going to complain. All right, so we're done. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't show you what I was doing. There we go. Nursing majors, history majors, psychology majors. They're in this route right here. So I'm going to take a picture of this, and I'm going to save it, and I'm going to put it on y'all's. Let's look at a download. And select, and I'm going to put this on y'all's page so y'all can keep it. And hold on, it's coming. See if that shows up now. Wait a minute. Downloads. Oh, this is it. See if that shows up in the chat. Tell me, somebody pull it up and tell me if it shows what I just took a picture of. Did y'all see it? Can y'all see it?
You have a work email.
Okay, I don't know if y'all see it or not, but it should be under your,
I don't see it.
okay, hold on. Look under files. Okay, it hasn't come up yet. Let me put it on here. Upload, files. I hope it's not a picture of my cat. I hope I pulled up the right one. Okay, check to see. It says it just loaded a few seconds ago. And look under files or look under the chat, and you should see a picture that I sent of what I just done. It may be loaded. It may load a while. Let me know if y'all see it. Okay, when it comes up, it's still loading, I think. All right, let me get y'all pulled up. And I am recording, so I'm going to get this done. And let me look and see what I've got under y'all with assignments. And let's see if I've got a test. I don't even know if I've got one. Yeah, I do. Unit 1 test. Okay, I did assign it. Okay. All right, let's look at it. Preview. Hold on just a second while this. All right, so here we go, bonus question. And that's going to be no way, no how. I don't know how much I'll cover today, but the equation 9/5 C plus 32 gives a relationship between Celsius and degrees Fahrenheit. Inequality to represent the corresponding temperature that is or below 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so I didn't like this question as a homework question, but you're going to basically set it below. It says below 104 degrees. Well, I'm just going to show you how this works. And that's all I'm just going to give you a little bit of. So F is equal to 9/5 C plus 32. So if you wanted to solve this for C, because they're giving you 104 degrees Fahrenheit, then you would put 104 degrees in right here. 9/5 C plus 32. Subtract 32. Subtract 32. 9/5 C is equal to 4 minus 2 is 2. 10 minus 3 is 7. And then multiply by 5/9. Multiply by 5/9. And that's going to be 5 times 72 over 9. 9 will go into 72, what, 6 times, 8 times? So that's 8. 8 times 40. So we know that, we know that 104 degrees Fahrenheit is equal to 40 degrees what? Celsius. Now, I don't like the way this question is worded because it doesn't make sense what they're asking. It says use an inequality to represent the corresponding Celsius temperature. Well, that's 40 degrees. The corresponding Celsius temperature is 40 degrees Celsius. That is or at or below 104. So I'm a little bit confused on what they want. It says below is at or below, so that's going to be that right there. And I guess they want the formula, which would be I'm looking, it'd be 5/9 F minus 32. And I don't know if that's what they want or not. 5/9 F minus 32. And I really don't think that's what they want. So I think we did this for homework, and we had to go back to a homework question. Do they want 5f over 9? Does everybody remember doing this question? Anybody? Okay, we'll come back to it.
But I thought they wanted 40.
I'm sorry, say again?
I thought they wanted 40. I remember doing it, but I don't remember exactly
Did
what.
they want the formula or do they want the temperature?
I think they want the temp because it says they represent the corresponding Celsius temperature. So I think.
Okay, that's it. Thank you. Okay, so we did more than enough. I see, and I thought they wanted an equality, an inequality with the equation. That's what I thought.
They make it look that way.
Exactly.
Can you go back to how you set that problem up?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, you can do it this way, or you could, I'm going to use this, I guess this is salmon. You can actually, Walter, come here for a second. You can solve this for C and do it. Will you push that visor? Come here and push that in. That blind, I'm getting this right here in this. I'm sorry, I gotta, there, push it in. No, down the bottom. No, it's over there. That blind, I think. Okay, F is equal to 9/5 C plus 32. And just fix that right there, I think that's it. And minus 32, yeah, that's it. Okay, minus 32. So F, thank you, minus 32, I think the cats did that, 9/5 C. And then multiply that by 5/9. Multiply that by 5/9. And C is equal to 5/9 F minus 32. You could do that if you wanted to. And then plug the number in. It's whatever you want to do. Either way, you're going to get 40. Now, do I like this question? Not really, but this is what happens. Yeah, put it out. This is what happens when you get a wordy question, okay? And I put the questions out there, but sometimes the computer changes them, and I can't do anything about it, okay? So I'm sorry. And I'm trying to find the test. Where'd the test go? Okay, the test just disappeared. There it is. Okay, so that's not one of my favorite questions. Okay. Solve, okay, this is a good question. Solve using elimination. So x plus 2y hold on, let me get my board situated. Okay, take a minute and write it down. All right, so x plus 2y is equal to 2, and 2x plus 3y is equal to 2. Now, first of all, I want y'all to answer a question. Do I have to get rid of a certain variable, or can I just take my pick? That means I want y'all to answer. That means I want y'all to say something. That means either say the answer or say, I have no clue, Hubert. Okay, fine. I'll just sit here and play with my pens. Do I have to pick a certain variable? Yes or no?
Yes.
No, you don't.
Why not? I'd pick X and I'd cancel out X.
Okay, the reason you're picking X, Mr. Abdallah, is because it's the easiest one. Okay? You don't have to. You can get rid of Y. I'm going to show you. I can multiply the top by -2 and get rid of my X. Or I could take the same problem and I can multiply by a -3 on the top and a +2 on the bottom. And I would get rid of the Y's. Would I get the same answer, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, you would get the same answer. But I'm going to pick the lesser of two evils, like Mr. Abdallah just said. I'm going to do the easy one. And that is multiply this through by -2, and I can get rid of the x's. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to do -2 times x is -2x, -4y, and -4. What's the most common mistakes students make on this problem? Anybody want to take a guess? They forget to multiply by that number right there. And they put a 2 right here. That's the most common mistake students make. All right, so what happens to the 2 x's cancel? They eliminate. That's what's supposed to happen. And you're left with -y is equal to -2. Y is equal to 2. Back substitute. Why am I back substituting into this one? Because it's lesser of two evils. You could back substitute it into this one, be fine. X plus 2 times 2 is equal to 2. X plus 4 is equal to 2. X is equal to -2. So these two lines intersect at -2 and 2. Remember, 3 possible answers with these type questions. Y is equal to a number and X is equal to a number, or a true statement like 4 is equal to 4. That's an identity, which means the answer is all real numbers. The 90% of the time, you're going to have a solution. 10% of the time, you're going to have an identity, which means all real numbers when it's the same line. Or you're going to have untrue. 4 is equal to -2. And that means you got a contradiction. Which means parallel lines, which means they don't what? They don't intersect, Hubert. That's right, class. So 90% of the time, you're going to get something like this. 10% of the time, you're either going to come up with a true statement or an untrue statement. If you did the math correctly and you come up with a true statement or an untrue statement, then your answer is all real numbers because you're dealing with the same line. It's on top of each other. Or it's a contradiction, meaning that the lines do not intersect, which means they are what? Parallel. So make sure you make a note of that. I told you that in the class. One of three answers. Okay. Next question. Oh, let's type in our solution. The solution is -2. Now, do they want parentheses? Yes. -2, comma, 2, close parentheses. There are infinite many solutions. That's all real numbers. There is no solution. That means they don't intersect. And you feel good about yourself. A hardware store's monthly profit from the sale of PVC pipes can come from the equation blah, 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 where X is number of PVC. What level of monthly sales is necessary to avoid a loss? A large hardware store's monthly profit from the sale of PVC pipe can be described as P of X is equal to 6.15, where X is the number of feet PVC pipes are sold. Okay, that's the number of feet. What level of monthly sales is necessary to avoid a loss? Well, I would assume that a loss would be substantiated by 0. Can somebody tell me what 0 means in business? That means you ain't got none. $0 means you ain't got none. You ain't got none. So anything below 0 would be a what? 0 and below is what we usually call a what?
Loss.
Loss. So I would assume that they're going to set this equal to 0. $79.95. Somebody divide that for me so I don't have to pull up the calculator and all that stuff. I ain't got time. What do you come up with?
Could you say that again, please?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I suck. $79.95 divided by 6.15.
1,300.
So you need to sell at least 1,300 feet. So if you sell 500 feet, you suck. Solve a system of equations graphically. I want you to take your handy-dandy calculator, and I'll do it with you. Take your handy-dandy calculator and graph these two equations. Do that right quick. I'm going to go pull up my calculator. I'm going to put it back up. Just hold on. Don't spaz out on me. Let's see. Where is my... Oh, please. There we go. And of course, I'm just going to do it this way. There we go. So I'm going to graph y is equal to 3x minus 12, 3x minus 12, delete, 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 delete. I hate this calculator. 3x minus 12. And then y is equal to 4x plus 1. And it looks like it's crossing down here, but I'm going to zoom out. Y'all use window, and that's fine. I don't use window. To me, that takes too much time. All right, we got it crossing somewhere right in here. So I'm going to blow that up. Zoom in. And I'm going to put the center of my graph right about there. There we go. And now I'm going to do second, trace, intersect. And first, second, and then put your guess. I'm going to guess right in there maybe. -13 and -51. -13 and -51. So it looks like that right there, I believe. And -13 and -51. And we should feel good about ourselves. Oop! Wait a minute, I ain't done. Okay, I have no idea what I've done wrong. And I don't understand how I got 33. Oh, they count each point, each one. Okay, well, maybe I got, let's set the window like they want to. -24 to 6. So that's going to be -24 to -80. -24 to -80. Oh. I got to use my arrows with my mouse. That's what happens when you, excuse me? Second, try window. All right, -24. Go down. -80. Now, y, the min, is 6 and 20. Well, that's what they wanted. Oh, scale 2. This is scale is 2 and 5. Okay, I don't know what they want. Did I not set that at -24 to -80? Or they may want -24 and 6. I'm looking at it like a coordinate, but evidently they don't want it that way. 80, -80, and 20. Try that. Okay, so there it is. Did I not pick that? So I don't know what, did y'all get, what solution did y'all get? Oh, they say simplified fractions, but okay, y'all not going to talk to me. Second, trace, intersect. That one, and I'm going to move it down to about right there. -13, -51. I don't know what I got wrong, unless
I
they want
got
this.
-16, -60.
Okay, then I got something typed in wrong. 3x minus 12 and 4x. There it is. I typed in something wrong. How about that? I think it's about time for me to quit today. All right, second. It's Corona. That's what it is. And of course, if you get Corona, you should just shut down and live in a basement. -16 and -60. How's that? Nobody's going to say anything. Thank you. Appreciate the interaction. So nice to have a class that interacts. Y'all suck. There we go. Next. If you miss a question, scream and throw a tantrum. The only one that equals 100 takes the highest grade. A new high-intensity blah, 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 blah. Xenon gas have expected life of 1,700 hours. Because a complete system costs 1,000, it is hoped that these lights will last for the life of the car. Suppose the actual life of the lights could be 14% longer or shorter than the advertised expected life. Write an inequality that gives the range of life of these new lights. Okay, 14%, and it says a life expectancy of 1,700 hours. Because a complete system costs $1,000. Well, I think $1,000 is kind of a red herring. It is hoped that these lights will last the life of the car. Suppose that the actual life of the lights could be 14% longer or shorter than the expected life. The advertised expected life is 1,700 hours. So that's going to be 1,700, 14% of 1,700. So that would be X is between, somebody do 14% of 1,700. Well, yeah. I'll do it. I appreciate y'all's interaction. 0.14 times 1,700. So 238 subtracted from 1,700 is 1,462. And above would be plus, second, enter. Would be let me do that again. 1,700 plus 238. 1,700 plus 238. Now that's the way I'm reading this question, 1938. That's the way I'm reading it. And I feel good about myself. So take 14% of 1,700, subtract it on the left, add it to the right. Solve the equation. Oh my gosh, I need to take that one off the test, don't I? Yeah, Hubert. No, Hubert, leave it on the test. 5x.
No, leave that one on the test.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely leave it on the test.
Yeah.
I guarantee you somebody will miss it. Anybody want to bet me?
Yeah, I'll bet it.
You're learning. I get 5 halves. And I'm running out of time. Y'all know that, don't you? I got, let's see. I think I got 5 minutes left, so we're going to run it all the way out. I'm not going to go over bonus questions. We're just going to go through those. A company's daily profit of the production and sale of electronic inputs is blah, 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 where X is the number of units. We already did one like this one. So set that one. What level of production and sales will give you a daily profit of 10,000? So set this equal to 10,282. So that would be $10,282 is equal to 6.05x minus 1,818. So I'm going to take that across the river. 1818. Somebody add those for me and divide that by 6.05. And it says, I guess round to the nearest whole number. What is these two numbers added together divided by 6.05? Somebody give it to me.
I got 2,000, but I don't know if that's right.
You got what?
2,000. I think my calculator might have messed up.
2,000 even?
Yeah, it might be right though.
You are a winner, Miss Rodgers.
Thank you.
And you feel good about yourself, so you don't have to put on too much makeup and have an orange face and a white neck.
You're right.
Guys, what do you do when you see a woman with too much makeup on, white face, or a brown face and a white neck?
Yeah, turn around and run the other way.
Run the other direction, because that woman is crazy. All right, next. 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 Okay, they got to watch the video on this one, and I will do it for you. A student, 70 and 79. He will earn a grade of C in his algebra course. Suppose he has 3 exam scores, and that is 2. So he got 4 exam scores. We did this in class. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong or not. I think we did. So it'd be 70 times 4 less than 78 plus 64 plus 81 plus X less than 79 times 4. 70 times 4 is 280 less than, well, I don't know what this is. That's 159. 213. Somebody add those up. Tell me what you get. Those 3 right there. 213.
$223.
Okay, I was off. 2 what?
223.
Okay. Less than 4 times 80 is 320 minus 4 is 316. Somebody check me on that. And now subtract
That's right.
223. And this is going to be 17, or I'm sorry, 7, and 27 minus 22 is 5. And 6 minus 3 is 3, and 31 minus 22 is 9. So he's got to make between a 93 and a 57 or something like that. 57 to 93. And of course, they can be equal to. I wasn't really worried about that. Okay, somebody check my math. Somebody check my math right quick. Somebody multiply 79 times 4 for me. What do you get?
316.
Okay, and 70 times 4 is 280. Somebody subtract 280 minus 223.
57.
And 316 minus 223.
93.
Shoot, I see it. Twice the weight of the other 3 exams. That's supposed to be a 2x.
But didn't you do it a different way last time?
No, there was a 2x in there, I think. What's 57 divided by 2? $57 divided by 2.
28.5.
So 29. And what's 93 divided by 2?
46.5.
47. I don't know if they want us to round up or not. 9 to 47. That still don't seem right. Okay, we'll have to do it Thursday because we'll have to finish it Thursday because I've only covered half the test. So when y'all come in Thursday, we'll finish the test. Y'all go ahead and work on it. When's it due? Friday or Thursday?
Thursday, 11:59.
Thursday.
Okay, Thursday. So that means that y'all can finish up the homework and the test Thursday. And we'll probably start Thursday also because the advising kind of messed us up today. So anyway, y'all keep working, and Thursday we'll probably start new material on completing the square and finish this. All right, see y'all. Oh, I got to take the roll first. Let me take the roll. Let me see who's here. Turn this off and stop the recording and go.